Okay, here we go. May 17th. We're at the Arches Visitor Center in Moab, Utah. We're going to go in here and see if we can find Darlene a stamp or two. But this place is crazy. This is just the visitor center. We came after 4 o'clock because we don't have a reservation for today. We just pulled into the RV park a little bit ago. We got reservations for every other day, so we can get in the park at 7 o'clock in the morning. So there's a little bit of the scenery. So here's the building. There's people everywhere. This is a Friday also. It's about 4:45. You don't need a reservations if you come after 4 to get into the park. There's Darlene. She's a stamp hunter. They're giving a ranger talk on the right over there. There's some metal animals.
I started smiling because I just in my mind.
Go in here and sniff you out a stamp, door. Jackpot. You know, if you like this sort of thing, you should subscribe to our channel, like this video, and leave us some comments so we can have something to do when we're sitting in the RV park to answer some questions. Got there, little girl?
2.
What do they say?
One's for the national park and one's for the old Spanish
Trail?
Yep.
Okay. There's the big arch. Now we gotta go get a stamp for our stamp book. A sticker for our stamp book. And an ornament. Don't forget an ornament for one and all. Oh, there's a magnet. Where's the little stampy stampers?
Where's the what?
The stamps. You see that Volkswagen bus one? Yeah. There's one up here.
$21.99.
21? Getting better. By the way, gas is $4.89. Gas is $3.89. Jeez, I don't know why anybody even lets me video. But anyway, it's a couple places coming up here. It's cheaper than diesel. There we go.
What do you like?
reckon the one, either the Moab one or the Arch one.
Which one?
Which arch is that?
Delicate, the most popular.
And that's Corona Arch. Let's get the Delicate. Put it in a stamp book. Okay, we're gonna go hunt an ornament, and then we're gonna ride through the park a little bit. So we'll see y'all later.
Here we are at Balanced Rock. It's only a 3/10 mile walk around the Balanced Rock. We're gonna go check it out.
Okay, this is at Balance Rock. 30-minute, 3/10 of a mile loop around that thing. There's Dardar up there. So we gotta go up some steps. And then there's this thing. And then there's this thing. They're everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna walk instead of talk. Sure is.
There's some arches. Maybe zoom in on them.
Okay, here we go. We're taking a trail.
1 mile trail.
1 mile trail up to Windows Arch. There's a few more arches on the way, and then we're going to go across the street and see Double Arch, I believe. But if you go this 1 mile loop,
Turret or something.
yeah, some kind of turret arch or just a rock. That might be it over there. But there's one of the window arches. That Darlene, she's just a scooting up the trail. Okay, I've caught up with Darlene, and we're still heading for I believe this is the north window. But there's a step or two.
There's a few.
The only thing keeping me going is we're having pork chops on the grill when I get back. Little blackberry crown and a fire. If my buddy John Brown was here, I'd give him a little bit of that blackberry crown.
here's the south window. So amazing. So amazing. And over there's, I think you say it turret.
Yeah.
Walking up to Double Arch in Arches National Park. Those shoes. So here we are, Saturday, May 18th. We're going to try the Delicate Arch Trail. It's 3.2 miles uphill, but it's 7 a.m. So we got a little bit before it gets too hot. We'll let you know if we make it. Okay, so we gotta go way up there on that slip rock if we make it. Okay, now we're at the challenging part.
It's all about the slick rock.
And it's about to come up here. I think we got a plan. Just gonna take it in tiny increments and see what happens. If we can't do it, we'll turn around and come back. But there's the rock. It's straight up and down. So we've made it this far, the biggest part of the rock. And we came from that parking lot way over there. That was a pretty good climb up that hill, up that slick rock, almost straight up and down. And we've got that little bit to go, and then I don't know what's in store for us after that, but hopefully we'll find out. It's a little bit further up around that cliff. This is the opposite side of that arch that we made it up to. This is amazing. And there's the cliff hanger there. We gotta head back on here in a few minutes. At least it's got a little bit of a tilt, and it tilts towards the wall instead of towards the cliff.
Yeah, it's kind of slippery. Awesome. It's easiest to get down right there with So where are y'all going? Well, okay, here we go. Our descent down. You're almost there.
I'm sorry, but I can't go over there. Guess what? Neither can I. Uh-oh. We're going to be hugging.
We had the same problem coming up.
Yep.
You go. Here you go. Thank you. We're heading back down. We just came from that edge there. This is beautiful.
Can you zoom in on that hole over there on your right?
Where? Here we are, still heading back down the rock. We gotta go to that parking lot over there, down this big rock. It's called a slip rock. So, you know, we made it clear to Delicate Arch, which we weren't sure we could do because everybody said it was really rough coming up this big hill. And there's a few other places on closer to the arch that are pretty steep. My biggest concern was going around the cliff on the side of the rock, but it was no big deal. I guess we did okay for 2 people in their 60s, but we both know we'd have never been able to do all this hiking and traveling if we wouldn't have gone to see Wong Lee in Daytona Beach, Florida at Total Recovery Care. About 2 years ago, when we moved to Daytona Beach, I had a pinched nerve in my neck, and I had it for about 1.5 years, and nobody could fix it. I had all kind of shots, all kind of physical therapy. Nobody could take care of it. So we moved to Daytona Beach, go see Wong Lee at Total Recovery Care. He not only fixed my pinched nerve after 1.5 years of having it, but he got Dave and I working out, doing some things that would enable us to do hikes like this. Even got us working hard enough that we could endure this higher elevation, which I guess is pretty rough on some people, but we did it. We just gotta get back down there to the parking lot down this mountain.
Thank you, Wong. 2 Wongs do make a right.
What was that?
I said 2 Wongs do make a right.
We did it the Wong way.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. We're still going down the old slick rock. It's easier going down than it is coming up on the heart and lungs, but it's rougher on the hips
And the knees.
and Darlene's knees. It don't bother my knees because I ain't got no knees. It's 15-year-old titanium. All right, check back later. We'll leave word if we're in the emergency room.
So there's where we came from. We made it off the rock. Lots of people. We still gotta go hiking over to that parking lot over there. But again, we couldn't have done this without working out at Total Recovery Care with Wong. Thanks, Wong, for pushing us. You did it. So we still have a little bit of a hike up some little inclines. If you can see those people going up around that mountain there, we still got to do that, and then I think we'll be close to the parking lot. Well, we're getting closer. That sure is a pleasant sight to see the parking lot, but we decided to go a little bit out of our way, take a different trail so we can go by and see the, is it petroglyphs or pictoglyphs, something, but we'll let you know. It won't add much to our trail. So here we are, back at the parking lot. It's about 9:30 a.m. We started at 7 a.m. this morning. The National Park Service says it takes 2 to 3 hours to do the trail. I guess it kind of depends on how long you stay up at the arch. We were up there probably about a half an hour, when you say, talking to people.
I just want to say one thing.
Oh boy.
If your goal is to test yourself every day, first thing, marry Darlene. And she will take
I don't know if I like that.
She will take you to some of the damnedest places. But if you want to test yourself, arches, go up to the Delicate Arch. It's crazy. You feel the burn. If
But-
you like it, like it.
But it wasn't that. It wasn't horrifying.
I've had
Coming
worse
down
encounters.
was probably worse because of our old knees. Well, my old knees. So it was probably worse coming down for me, but we did it.
I've had worse problems carrying groceries from Walmart to up the steps in Airbnb.
Airbnb. Airbnb.
Airbnb. Verbo.
So we're moving on to our second hike of the day. It's supposed to be a short, easy trail to Sand Dune Arch.
Dune Arch, and then perhaps Broken Arch.
Maybe Broken Arch, we'll see. I'm not sure exactly how far Broken Arch is, but we'll see what we can check out. We stopped in the parking lot of this trailhead, had a quick lunch. We brought tuna salad, made tuna salad wraps, parking lot, and we had some protein balls that we make ourselves. So we're ready.
I guess that's what you call a SWAT team. Get us a selfie.
So after the Sand Dune Arch, Dave wants to go see Broken Arch. So we're going to head, it's another mile hike over, I think that's it right there. And we're heading that direction. Nice easy trail though. It's getting hot. We're getting close. I can see it. We made it. This is Broken Arch.
And I didn't break it.
And Dave didn't do it. Pretty neat.
Then there's also the human trafficking fund. You're a victim of human trafficking, call this number. Yes, but I don't think they'll give you a cell phone when you ask them.
Pretty awesome.
Okay, here we are on a trail, National Park, Arches, just coming back from Broken Arch. And you see how this sand starts getting crusty? That's so the sand doesn't blow away. After a while, it gets crusted up and nutrients just grow on it, and the animals love it, and the sand doesn't blow away and it preserves it. But then you got people that want to track their footprints all over it. You're supposed to stay on the trail,
There's signs everywhere.
but there's footprints all over the place, and they're disturbing what they call the ecosystem and breaking the crust, and then it blows away, and there's nutrients in there for all the little critters. And see people just tramp all over the place. But you see where it's kind of bubbly right there? That's turning into crust. And it helps the desert. See all up in there, it's undisturbed so far. That won't blow away like all this other loose stuff. So stay on the trail, people. Okay, people, we're at Arches National Park. There's these little holes everywhere. Does anybody know who lives in these holes? If you do, let me know. Is it the lizards or the snakes? There's a big one. So here's the crust I'm talking about. It has to lay there for a long time. And it's nutrients feeding the plants and the animals. But right beside it, you can see footprints. And when you disturb it, you're messing it all up. Look at all these footprints everywhere. Disturbing it. And then once you loosen it up, when the wind comes, it blows it away. Once again, stay on the trail.
So our next one's Skyline Arch. It's a short, about quarter-mile hike right off the road up to it, but you can actually see it from the road. Of course, we got to hike to it. That's Dave's idea. What's that sign say, Dave?
Stay on the trail, protect the soil.
Imagine that.
Look at the footprints going up through there. People.
This really upsets Dave. I don't know what it is about this scrambling these rocks. We seem to be doing a lot of it today. Looky there. There it is. This looks like what may have fell out of the arch into this canyon.
Hey Johnny D, let's get a crew together and let's see if we can get them put back up in there.
Unreal.
They even left the rocks here that fell out of it.